Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today's video is all about the best index funds to invest in 2024. All of these index funds can be found on Hargreaves Lansdown and you can also find them with other providers as well. I'll leave links to all of these providers in the description box below where you can get started investing in these index funds. These index funds are carefully chosen by myself as great investments because they have low fund charges, so they're inexpensive, they are diverse, and they will give you access to great potential gains. Before we get started, don't forget to give the video a like, it really helps out the channel and just takes a second. Thanks for liking the video. Also, if you want to see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe. You can click the button below the video to subscribe to the channel now. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Now let's get into this video where I tell you about the best index funds for 2024. I've chosen these, as I said, because they are the best funds that allow you to access broad indexes with low fees. Number one, so my top choice is the Fidelity World Index, and the fund charge with this is 0.12%. This is my top choice because it is the best one fund solution, so it allows you to invest in the worldwide stock market in a way that is representative of the worldwide stock market. So this means that geographically the fund invests 65% in US stocks, and then the second top holding is in Japan. Their top holdings are Apple and Microsoft, as you might expect, and the top sectors are software and tech. 1,485 holdings make up the index. The minimum investment into this fund is £100 and the minimum monthly investment is £25. This is a great global option. If you just want to invest in one index fund, then this is a great one to choose because it tracks the worldwide stock market, so it means that you can invest in a way that's representative of the global stock market and also get the potential gains that can be gained from the worldwide stock market. That's why it's my top choice. So if you do want to have a bit more control, if you want to decide a bit more about which sectors you invest in or which countries you invest in, then I've got a few more index funds to tell you about that allow you to do just that. Number two is the Legal and General US Index. This tracks the top 500 companies in the US stock market. It currently has 586 holdings. The top holdings are in Apple and Microsoft, and the top sectors are software and tech. The fund charge with this one is actually really low, which is why it's a great choice. Fund charge is just 0.05% with this one, and with that you're making a saving because you're investing with Hargreaves Lansdown of 0.05%. So all that comes out to the fact that you're only paying 0.05% to invest in this fund. This is actually a really low cost way to invest in the US stock market, so that's why it's a great choice, not just amongst this list, but also overall. If you do want to get access to a US index fund, this is a great choice because it does have such a low fee. Again, with this one, you need to invest a minimum of £100 or a minimum of £25 per month. The US is, of course, the world's largest stock market, so it should feature in a diverse portfolio, and this is a great way to get access to it. Bearing in mind that the average annual return since the inception of the S&P 500 is 11% and is up over 20% this year. This is a great US index fund with a really low charge, so I definitely recommend this one. Number three is the iShares Japan Index. So the fund charge with this one is 0.08%. The index is made up of 512 holdings. The top holdings are in Toyota and Sony, and the top sectors are cars and tech. This is a great low-cost way of getting access to the Japanese stock market if you are interested in investing there. It is up more than 15% this year, and that gives you an indication of the potential returns that you could get, but of course that future returns are not predicted by past returns. That's just to give you an idea. Number 4 is iShares Asia Pacific Index, and that's excluding Japan. This one excludes Japan. The one that I previously mentioned is exclusively Japan. This one has a fund charge of 0.11%. This fund is made up of 639 holdings, and these holdings are mainly in Australia, Taiwan, and South Korea. The top sectors are technology and banks, and the top holdings are Taiwan Semiconductors and Samsung. These are all index funds though, so they're all very diversified, but I'm just giving you an idea of the top holdings. Index fund number 5 is the iShares Emerging Markets Index, and the fund charge on this one is 0.19%. This index is made up of 1,894 holdings, so these will each have a smaller piece of the pie. And this index fund is nicely diversified across all emerging markets, and the top countries are China, India, and Taiwan. The top sectors are banking and tech, and the top holdings are Taiwan Semiconductors and Tencent. This is a great way to get access to the emerging markets and the potential gains to be found there, so that's what makes it a great choice. Number 6 is the HSBC FTSE 250. So these are all UK-based medium-sized companies with good growth potential. The fund charge is a bit higher on this one, it's 0.32%, and this is with the Hargreaves Lansdown discount, so it is on the higher end. But if you do want to invest in the UK stock market, then this is a good way to do it. It currently has 253 holdings making up the index, and the top sectors are investing, real estate, and banking. The 7th and final index fund on this list is the Legal and General European Index. This does exclude the UK. The fund charge is 0.06%, and they currently have 565 holdings making up the index. It's a great way to access the European stock market if you are interested in investing there, and the top countries with this one are France and Switzerland. Your top sectors are pharma and banks, and your top holdings are Novo and Nestle. Overall, this is a great low-cost way to invest in the European stock market. Those were all of the low-cost diversified index funds that I wanted to tell you about today. Perhaps you might choose the one fund solution with the first one, or you could choose a combination of these index funds to make up your entire portfolio. Hopefully it was useful and you found a new index fund to invest in. If you did make it this far, please give the video a like. Thanks for liking the video, and see you next time.